if you are a regular to this channel, you'll know that I suffer with fibromyalgia, and I've been going through a bit of a learning curve. So I've been recently diagnosed. I've been tested over the last 6 years, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster because you never really know what the outcome's going to be of all these tests. You think it's going to be something really serious, and don't get me wrong, fibromyalgia is serious. Oh, the wind's getting up. Hope it's okay on the microphone. And as a result, I obviously started this channel, but also I've been doing a hell of a lot of research and looking into different studies regarding fibromyalgia. And one that's come out recently, just 2 days ago, was one regarding artificial intelligence and the use of it to discriminate between one condition and another. Because one of the threats for fibromyalgia sufferers that you could be misdiagnosed, and it could be something more serious, life-threatening even. And that is a worry. There's a constant worry. Now, I'm fairly confident I've got fibromyalgia due to the symptoms I suffer with, and it seems quite commonplace, and the treatments that I'm taking seem to be helping, and one in particular, duloxetine, which is basically antidepressant, SRNNI, or something like that, which you take a small dose. It's only 30 milligrams a day is what I'm taking for it. And I'm 3 weeks in now, and I'm definitely noticing a difference, a change in the pain. And I'm having to take less painkillers, which is good. Less tramadol. Now, this particular study that I found is an AI language model. That's basically like ChatGPT and probably some kind of plugin or something that goes with it. And it distinguishes fibromyalgia from other chronic pain conditions, I suppose like chronic pain disorder and stuff like that. So it's a large language model driven sentiment, so it's driven on feelings. So it's now analysing people's feelings, how they're reacting to fibromyalgia. And it's utilising prompt engineering. The prompts are like basically when you write a few words in ChatGPT and it'll come up with something for you. It could be even an article even based on a particular topic. You know, it's clever, very, very clever, and it is actually also very useful, but it can be very formulaic as well. So this can facilitate fibromyalgia diagnosis by detecting subtle differences in pain expression. Now, for me, to get a good, well, for anyone actually with fibromyalgia or think they got fibromyalgia or been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, it'd make a hell of a lot of difference to people if you can get an definitive diagnosis, so you're not misdiagnosed and being treated incorrectly, which is a worry for many people who have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia and have got doubts. Got doubts if it is actually that. Now, it's doing this by dissecting and interpreting subjective information, such as patient-generated data. And where from? Social media. So I imagine it's going to be from Facebook groups, because there's loads of fibromyalgia Facebook groups. You've got Reddit and what have you as well. There's loads like forum-based information out there. And that's what it's using, is collating that information and interpreting it. So it's also getting information from electronic health records. Sentiment analysis can provide a unique lens through which to examine the complexity of emotions in fibromyalgia. This is actually quite interesting, I think. Because if you frequent some of these forums, you'll know as well as I do, they can be a little bit, sporadic. And there's a lot of complaining on there. Oh, I'm in pain today. Oh, today's a bad day, and all that sort of stuff. You can imagine it, you know. And some of that is just going to be down to the fact that people are a bit grumpy that day, and some of it's just getting on with it, you know. And some people suffer in silence. So how accurate this is, I don't know. But maybe on the basis of a large sample of information from these social media sites, etc., maybe that is possible, you know, maybe it is, and they seem to think so. So, investigators, Vincenzo, this is in Italy, by the way, Vincenzo Fineretto and Lorenzo Lannon, so Vincenzo, oh crikey, I can't say these names, both from the rheumatology unit in Department of Precision and Regenerative Medicine and Ionian area of the University of Bari, Aldo Moro, Bari in Italy. Now, they wrote that this is proof of concept, a proof of concept study. So they're just seeing whether or not it could work, whether they can collect this information and whether this particular way of actually collating it and coming up with a result is potentially accurate. So sentiment analysis might also catch the nuance of pain expression patterns in fibromyalgia due to specific lexicon by analysing linguistic patterns and emotional cues. I wonder how well they do in my Norfolk accent. Anyway, investigators enrolled 40 odd patients with fibromyalgia, so it's a relatively small group. As according to 2016 American College of Rheumatology criteria, and 40 patients with chronic pain not due to fibromyalgia referred to rheumatology clinics, and they transcribed responses to questions on pain and sleep and used LLM Mistral 7B Instruct version 2. That's obviously the software, the AI software, to English, and analyse them using prompt engineering targeting, fibromyalgia, associated language nuances for pain expression, or alternatively without prompt engineering, using rheumatologist diagnosis as ground truth. So they can pretty much diagnose that. And they calculated accuracy, precision and recall, specifically an area under the receiver operating characteristic curve, AROC, or OROC. Veneretto and Lannon found that the prompt engineered approach had an accuracy of 0.87, precision of 0.92, recall of 0.84, specific of 0.82, and OROC of 0.86 for distinguishing fibromyalgia from other chronic pain conditions. In comparison, the approach had an accuracy of 0.76. Doesn't sound very good, does it? The prompt engineered approach misclassified 10 patients, including 2 patients with axial spondyloarthritis, spondyloarthritis. Oh, I don't know. How do you say these words? Why can't I have little words? Let's have some acronyms. Although this was not seen with other conditions, it was misclassified as with odds ratio of 29.57. Now, also 95% inaccuracy. Oh dear, more misclassified. So the investigators also conducted an attention weight analysis that found notable emphasis with prompt engineered sentiment analysis model given to words associated with widespread pain. Fatigue, depressed mood, we know about that, and dysphagia, crikey, such as everywhere spot, exhaust, depression, electric, and a burning. In conclusion, this study provides early evidence that LLM-driven sentiment analysis could be useful, but by no means infinitive. Obviously, with this early days, and so they've got to tweak the software. Additionally, optimizing model and integrating findings with patient-reported outcomes data could help translate these analytics into clinical impact for patients. So, other research exploring the technology and its benefits impact on fibromyalgia recently found that digital acceptance and commitment therapy, a form of cognitive behavioural therapy, was safe and helped manage fibromyalgia in adult patients when compared with digital symptom tracking, with improvements in patient global impression of change scores and revised fibromyalgia impact questionnaire scores and patient report outcomes measurement information systems. Then it quotes a load of references. I think it's interesting, but it's very early days, isn't it? And it didn't look very accurate. I wouldn't want to hedge my bets on that. No. not at all. Anyway, what do you think? Please leave it in the comments down below. There again, it's early days, you know. I just don't see how it can be accurate personally, but that's just me. Toodaloo. Leave it in the comments down below.